Good day, David Kelly here for Grassroots Vegan. So the last video I put up, I was talking about the juicer that I bought and how I wanted to start juicing more to make sure that I'm getting enough nutrition from eating a diet of predominantly fruits and vegetables. Because I was finding it a challenge to eat enough greens, and I thought, well, juicing would be a good substitute. And perhaps this would curb my craving for cooked food. Not that I was eating cooked food all the time. Again, I've mentioned before, I'm probably about 90% raw, and my diet consists mostly of fruits. But I still, come evening time, I get those cravings for something cooked with a little bit of spice and a little bit of salt. And not every night, but they do come and go. Anyways, how's the juicing going? Well, I'd have to say it didn't go well. And it could be just me, I don't know. But some of the juices I created were just undrinkable. And I just couldn't get into it, I found it was forced, that it was something that I had to force myself to do. And I don't particularly enjoy cleaning up all the mess afterwards. But when it came right down to it, I just didn't care much for drinking green juices all the time. I like it sometimes, and I'm glad I bought the juicer. And I think it's good to have there, and to know that if I feel like I'm needing something nutritionally, I can just sort of cover my bases by creating a green juice. But to be a regular juicer and to make that a primary aspect of how I eat, it's not going to happen. It doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't resonate with me. Maybe I'm not doing something correctly, I don't know, but I don't even want to even try to figure that one out. I don't think it's necessary. I think it's good to have a juicer as a backup, and it's good to drink green juices or nutritional juices, whether it's beets or carrots or whatever, you can pretty much use your imagination. But for me, what works best is eating fruit straight up. And mono meals for me work the best. Like mangoes. Yesterday for lunch, I don't know was it a couple days ago for lunch, I had a whole bunch of mangoes. And just doing that, or having a couple of big papayas, or a bunch of oranges, or bananas, and so forth. And eat until you're full. Eat as much fruit as you possibly feel you need to eat. And that seems to just work. And smoothies, I do like, this is one area where I do get my greens. It's, the kale green smoothie. But it's mostly fruit. It is green, but that's mostly banana, and there's a little bit of pineapple in there. So, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say about juicing. It didn't work out that well for me. I like it sometimes, but it's not going to be I could never see myself doing a juice fast. I mean, I do fast occasionally, and they're very short fasts, like for a day. Sometimes I'll go a day just without eating, just to kind of clear up the system, but I'd rather just drink water. But to go days where you're just drinking green juices, that would make me ill. Again, maybe I'm not giving it a fair chance, because I know there are people out there that really are into the juicing, and I have all the respect for them. But what seems to be natural for me is eating fruits straight up, not doing much to them. At the most, making a smoothie. Even that, you're reconstituting what nature has made perfect, right? You're grinding everything up and mixing it all together. But yeah, but I I always like to remind my viewers I'm not perfect in how I eat, and there's definitely room for improvement. I do cheat sometimes. Like last night, I went out to my favorite vegan restaurant and had a green goddess, which is a combination of leafy green vegetables and broccoli with soba noodles, and it's based in a sauce that I know is higher in fat than what I would normally eat. And there are times when I just do that. So, I know there are YouTubers out there that are following this diet of predominantly fruits and vegetables 100% and eating 100% raw. And you look at them and you feel like, okay, if they can do it, I can do it. But also, there's a lot of other things to look at too. You gotta, like for example, Durian Ryder and Freely, Harley and Freely, and there's other YouTubers out there. They're devoting their lives to this, to the whole fruits and vegetables 80-10-10. That's their lives, and you got to ask yourself. And there's a part of me that that where I would like to just go somewhere where it's warm all year round, where there's an abundance of fruits and vegetables, like Costa Rica or Thailand. And you think, yeah, it'd be so much easier if you did that, right? But we're all in different places in life for various reasons, and you got to really ask yourself, like, do you want to live like these individuals that you watch on YouTube? And when you really are honest with yourself, you probably would say, no. I mean, I like living in the city, to be quite honest with you. I love the arts and the culture that it provides and the community. And, to live out somewhere remote, just to be close to nature. Yeah, I don't know if I could be totally fulfilled in that, if that would meet the various needs that I have. And, you might find it challenging because you're married and you have children and you have a home to pay for and a car to pay for and bills to pay for. But be grateful for the fact that you have people that love you, and you have a sense of purpose in life, that you're not doing things in vain. It's to provide for your family. And you might find it challenging to eat a diet of predominantly fruits and vegetables, and especially to feed your whole family like that might just be impossible. And those are individual things that we all have to deal with. So that's so if you're not doing this diet 100%, don't worry about it. Okay, you don't don't feel like it's your life, it's the circumstance that you live in that is holding you back, and that you got to just walk away from all of that. Because there are cases where sometimes people do have to just walk away from what circumstance they're in. But for most of us, that's not the case. We must learn how to improve how we eat, improve how we take care of ourselves within the context of our environment. And it can be done. And it's never going to be perfect. You're never there's a part of us that kind of wishes that there was this perfect garden that we could all live in, and everything would be harmonious, and we'd have this amazing health, and none of us would have to struggle. There would be an abundance of food for everybody. But that reality is just not there. The Garden of Eden, it's gone. We lost it. And so we must work with what we have and strive to make the best of that. Start with eating some fruit, going out, getting some exercise. Keep it simple, and set goals to improve your health a little bit more every day. God bless and peace be with you.